Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday and welcome back. We have another day packed with candle reviews today. There are going to be 3 total reviews that are going to be going live today. This one here is the HomeWorx Cheers candle. I have 2 other candles from the that are available exclusively from QVC that I will be uploading reviews on here a little bit later on today. So if you are new, please make sure you're subscribed, and then those other reviews should pop up in your subscription feed. Turn on the bell. I don't know. Does anybody use the bell? I don't know. I don't really use the bell. I check my subscription feed. Just hope that things make it there. So anyway, yeah, so this is going to be a day filled with some HomeWorx reviews. This first one is probably going to be a little disappointing, but the other 2 are not. So yeah, let's get into Cheers here and discuss this one and kind of talk about my problem with it. And it's not the fragrance itself. It actually is a great scent. It's the Strength and Throw again, which is just, it really seems to be sort of the common theme of a lot of these spring releases that have come out. So yeah. Anyway, here we have just one of the classic 18-ounce candles. I purchased this one from the Homeworx.Shop website. I think they are doing some sales this weekend. Let me just, here, I'll talk about the sales after, so if you're not interested in that information, we'll do it afterwards. But let's get into the fragrance notes here. Okay, so your notes here are sparkling peach mimosa, peach puree, apple nectar, sparkling prosecco, and pink sugar. This candle is I feel like this is a very girly scent. It's very fruity, very effervescent. It kind of reminds me a little bit of some of the Bath and Body Works candles that are sort of in this similar vein. What is it Peach Bellini that I'm thinking of? I think I'm thinking of Peach Bellini. Similar type of vibe. So if you like Peach Bellini, you would definitely like this fragrance. There are definite notes of peach in here. You do pick up that apricot, and this is definitely a very sweet scent. So that pink sugar just means this is sweet. If you don't like sweet fragrances, I don't think you would enjoy this, and I think you should just stay away. But there is also that sort of like that effervescence that I mentioned, which comes from obviously the Prosecco. So yeah, I feel like every single note that is mentioned here is very easy to pick up in this particular fragrance if you can smell it when it's burning. So the Strength and Throw on this one, it does better in the Hurricane, which is right now why you're seeing it in my Chester Hurricane. This is the Chester Hurricane from Pottery Barn. I love this particular Hurricane because, as you can see, the HomeWorx pedestal fits very easily inside. Now, I'm not going to tell you to run out and get this particular pedestal because it is insanely priced. I have not found anything quite like the Chester yet. But here's the thing, if you are someone who is an avid either Marshalls, TJ Maxx, or Home Goods type shopper, you can probably pick up something very similar at those places. I just was not in the mood to hunt, and I knew that this would fit the pedestals, so I sprung for this one, but it was definitely a splurge item. The large size here, which is what I have, is I think $150, and Pottery Barn does not like to do coupons. They're a little stingy with their coupons, but having the Cheers candle in this particular Hurricane is helpful because it does amp up the Strength and Throw just ever so slightly. I can definitely smell it a lot more when I have it in a Hurricane versus when I just have it like sitting out on the counter, just on one of like the regular pedestals. And so the Strength and Throw in the Hurricane is about a 6.5 for both Strength and Throw. It certainly fills my kitchen. It fills like our little eating area over here, and it starts to kind of travel into the family room. But if I have another candle going in the family room, which right now is Coastal Water Lily, also from Homeworx, it definitely gets, the cheers gets drowned out by the Coastal Water Lily a little bit. So when I do not have this in a hurricane, the strength is 5. And I'm probably being a little bit generous. It's probably more of like a 4, 4.5. And then the throw is, you know, it's a similar, where it just kind of like, you have to be almost near the candle to be able to smell it. So I'm going to give it about a 4, 4.5 in terms of throw as well. It's definitely a disappointment to me that this one is not giving me more, because I love this scent. I think this is very fun. This is a great summertime fragrance. I would definitely pick up more just based on the fragrance notes alone. But I'm probably not going to pick any more up this year, just because it's not giving me the strength and throw that I am really craving. So, yeah, like it's a winner in the fragrance department because it smells amazing, but it's definitely a dud in the strength and performance department. And I think this one is just, I feel like a scent like this is usually pretty strong, just because it's got some, like, you know, bolder fruity notes to it. It has sweetness to it. And so typically those types of fragrances tend to do fairly well. I don't know what the deal is with the spring candles, you guys. You know that I purchase a lot of Homeworx, and I have definitely noticed, just based off of what I have reviewed so far this spring, that there has been a downward trend in the strength and throw. And I have my fingers crossed, and I'm hoping and praying that it's just a fluke, that maybe the factory messed something up, like maybe they didn't go according to the formulation specifications. I don't know. I'm just speculating based on the fact that the performance is so different from what I'm used to. And so it's definitely disappointing. Like I've said before, I'm not giving up on Homeworx. I'm one of those people that will probably, like, I will be there as long as the brand is around, and I just have faith that the candles are going to go back to what they once were. Homeworx has been one of my favorite companies ever since they came into existence. And I just love so many of his fragrances. I think that's my favorite thing about Harry, is that he comes up with some amazing blends, and he has gotten me to appreciate different types of fragrances that I really didn't think that I would enjoy in the past. You know, like, I have much more of a tolerance for pineapple now. And, you know, I think that's definitely credit to Harry there, because typically pineapple is not my thing. But a lot of the blends that he does, especially when he does fruity scents, he just adds these light touches of florals. And when he does florals, he adds these light touches of fruity scents. And it just makes them different and more enjoyable. And just, I don't know. I love his blends. And clearly, that has not really been the issue this year. I mean, with the exception of the peanut butter waffle. Ooh, that one was, I'm not a fan. I thought I was going to love it. So of course I bought like 4 of those. I don't even know what I'm going to do with the 4 that I have, because it smells like nuts. I did not want a candle that just smelled like peanuts. I was under the impression that it was something creamier and sweeter, and maybe there was going to be a waffle cone. There was not. But anyway, for the most part, the blends have not been, the fragrances themselves have not been an issue for me this year. They're the same wonderful concoctions that I've come to expect. It's the strength and the throw that's really struggling. I'm not having any wick issues here with this one. I do find that a lot of my wicks tend to want to lean a lot more this year, and so I have cut back and have watched my candles a little bit more. When I see that they start to lean a little bit more than what I'm comfortable with, I blow the candle out. Even if I think I could burn it for like another hour or so and it would probably be fine, I just blow it out at that point. I let the wax harden, I trim the wicks, and then when I light them up again, I kind of like will correct them if they're still like in that leaning posture. Another thing that I've been doing is before the wax hardens up after I blow the candle out, if there's like an extreme lean to the candle, I just kind of take a toothpick, and I sort of prop them back up. And they usually, once the wax solidifies, they solidify in place again. I have not been the person that has lost a bunch of wicks, although there have been people that have lost wicks. So I don't know. It does make it hard for me to be like, yes, go out and try this, because I can't guarantee what your experience will be the way that I was confident in the past. But I will continue to test these candles out, and I will let you guys know what my experience is. So hopefully it just helps you make an educated decision on whether you want to invest in them or not. They're certainly not cheap. And as far as like the sales that are happening this weekend, hold up, I'm just going to the main part of their website. There was, yep, so you can get the 4-wick candles are buy 3, get 1 free. The 3-wick candles are currently $12 each, and the reed stick diffusers, which I think are pretty new to the Homeworx.Shop, are $15 each. There's also free shipping, which, can we get an amen for the free shipping? There were some new candles released. The Simply collection was just released, and I went ahead and ordered a couple of those. And so I'll have those coming to me. I picked up the vanilla and the coconut, and I also got a sandalwood. I did not pick up the linen. I'm going to assume that's just a laundry scent. And I also picked up the raspberry linzer from the specialty collection. So I'll definitely keep reviewing these candles. I'll let you guys know how they do, and hopefully that helps you make a decision on whether you would like to invest or not. So if you are new here, please take the time to subscribe, and I will see you guys in a few hours for the next review. We're going to be talking about, hold on here, actually I have it underneath. I have it right here. The raspberry shortbread and then the wild berry vanilla bean are coming up a little bit later on today. So these specialty glass ones from the Homeworx, from QVC, not the Homeworx website. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.